Hello, everybody. It's Rebecca Rose here at the Space Coast Daily Show, and today we have a guest, Terrence O'Sullivan. Terrence, do you mind telling us what you do for a living?
Thanks, Miss Rose. It's always a pleasure to be back with Space Coast Daily News. I'm Terrence O'Sullivan, and I'm a criminal defense attorney here in Brevard County.
Okay, so how long have you been doing that for?
I've been doing criminal defense and specifically focusing in DUIs for about 23 years now. And my principal place of office has been in Brevard County for the last 10 years.
So how many DUI criminal defense cases have you said you've done?
Oh my gosh, my entire career throughout the state of Florida, at least I've represented thousands upon thousands of DUI cases, and I've probably taken at least 50 or 60 to jury trial.
Okay, so also what makes a DUI trial different than a criminal defense trial?
That's a great question. A DUI trial is a little bit different than most criminal trials because at the end of the day, it's the opinion of the arresting officer that the person is driving while intoxicated. If you look at my cases where I represent someone with a murder, you're looking at a dead body. With drugs, you're looking at contraband. With a robbery, the government's going to introduce evidence of, hey, this guy robbed me and took my purse. DUI is a little bit different because there's not that level of proof. It's basically an opinion of a police officer who generally you probably never met that's saying, hey, your normal faculties are impaired.
Okay, so if somebody is in an unfortunate event like this, a lot of people have questions about, do you blow or do you not blow?
So that's always the big question that defense attorneys get. Do I blow or not blow? Again, DUI is an opinion crime. It's the opinion of the arresting officer that your normal faculties are impaired. At some point during a DUI investigation, the officer is going to offer you the chance to blow into a intoxilizer machine.
Okay.
And there's a double-edged sword to that. In the state of Florida, when you get a driver's license, you agree that if an officer says that you're impaired, that you'll blow. If you don't blow, you're going to have to worry about a lot of different suspensions, and that's not necessarily through the court system, that's through the DMV.
Okay.
If you do blow, the state is now going to have evidence against you, whether that's good or bad. They're going to have evidence that the intoxilizer says you're impaired or not impaired.
Okay, so what does somebody expect at a DUI trial?
Well, before we get to a trial, still talking about whether to blow or not, if you blow, you are giving the state evidence that potentially you're guilty, and the state would have to rely upon that machine, that the machine was accurate, and that it accurately read your blood alcohol content. If you refuse to blow, which is an option, you are going to lose your license through the Department of Motor Vehicles, but you're not giving the state that piece of evidence to say, hey, listen, rely on that machine, that you were intoxicated or not. So each case is very individual, and each client needs to make a decision whether or not they want to blow.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. O'Sullivan. The most important thing also is, how does the community get in touch with you if they're in an unfortunate situation like this?
Well, first and foremost, happy holidays and don't drink and drive. That's what we have Uber and Lyft for. If you are in the circumstance where you're arrested for a DUI, call an attorney that you trust. Give me a call. You can Google my name, Terrence O'Sullivan. You can go to my website, tolawfla.com, TerrenceO'SullivanLawFlorida.com. You can call my cell phone, 321-848-2144, or call Amy at the office at 321-422-2882, and she'll make an appointment so that we can talk about your case, because every case is different. And it's important to get on top of your case quickly, because not only with the DUI do you have to deal with the criminal charges, but you also have to deal with the suspension, which is separate, and there are timetables that you need to be aware of.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. O'Sullivan, for your knowledge about the law. And everybody, remember, this is Terrence O'Sullivan. He's a criminal defense lawyer here in Brevard County. Again, this is a Space